Joe, thank you for taking time with us off the block, especially after a heartbreaking 5-set loss. What are your impressions after the match?
Well, I'm just very impressed by really everyone on both sides of the court. It was an extremely hard-fought match. Every single set was close. It was anyone's game up until the very end. So I'm just happy that it was a great match for everyone that came out. We had a pretty good crowd today. It was a very fun environment, a lot of fun to play.
You have some new faces on the court. I mean, or new, not non-starters, if you will. Well, the player that really stood out to me, we all know about George, and we'll get to him. But Alex really stood out to me. He seems like he has a nice, lively arm. Can you tell us about what you see, how you've seen, what you've seen from him as a setter?
Of course. Alex came into our gym day one and impacted our program. He's a guy who loves volleyball with all his heart, gives it his all, every single rep in practice, every single rep in the game. And that kind of fire and energy is infectious, not only in the practice environment, but also in the game. And you saw with his serve, he made a couple huge runs for us, and he was a huge part of this game. And it's really impressive to see a freshman come out on a big stage in the Galen Center in his second game ever in college and perform like that. So we're all really impressed with him, really excited to see how he can progress this season.
Let's talk about Nate. Nate came off the bench, subbed in for Jared. Tell us about what you saw from him, just the spark that he provided.
Yeah, and it's interesting because one of the, I think, most fun things we do is we have very lively, super exciting bench. And when we can get subs to come in, I think they kind of bring that spark, that energy from the bench onto the court. And I think that's exactly what Nate did today and gave us a little jolt that we needed to step it up a little bit. So he did an amazing job.
And let's talk about George. Everybody who prepares for Princeton knows that they have to prepare for George first and foremost. So just maybe tell us something that we don't know about George.
I don't know. Well, George's play on the court definitely speaks for itself. I'm not sure. I think he had a really great performance tonight, and I think the most important thing about George is how steady he is, how he doesn't let any point in the game impact him, whether it's too tight or we're up by a lot or down by a lot. I know I can count on him to, not only be 6'11" and touch almost 12 feet, but just give a great, consistent swing every single time, and he's just an amazing player.
Does anybody on the team try to get a reaction out of him? He seems like he has the same face no matter if he's upset, he's happy, disappointed, same face.
Well, you'd be surprised in the huddle. He'll give us a little something after some of these great plays, long rallies. We get a smile out of him, a little joke here and there. It may not seem like it in a big stadium with everyone watching, but he definitely brings his own energy. It's different, but he brings it.
You guys actually had a really good 2019 season, and obviously expectations are high. So going into the summer, into the fall, how did this offseason, how was this different from last year's offseason?
So we had a slightly different goal this time. In the past, it's been try to come out to California and play well against these top 10 teams. But it's different now. I think we can actually compete like we showed today. And instead of waiting for the end of the year to really catch our stride, we need to catch it now in these early out-of-conference matches. So that was kind of our goal, to start a little hotter. We didn't start as well as we wanted to last year. But if we can pick it up early, I think by the end of the season, we'll be in a really great spot.
And final question, you guys have a new assistant on the staff, Christian Rupert. What has he brought to the practice gym?
He's brought a lot. He's a ex-middle blocker from BYU and played professionally for a year. So he's been a lot of help with our blocking systems, working with the middles, and really everything. He's brought a lot to this team. We're real thankful, really grateful to have him.
Well, thank you for taking time with us off the block, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.